What's up, Ron?
What's up? It's been a minute.
It has been a minute. How have you been?
Good. Sitting at home, chilling. Just got my new gaming PC.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. What type of computer did you get?
It's a Ryzen 5 third series. It's running a Windows 10.
Okay, that's hype, man. That's hype. So, what are your feelings about now that we have another outbreak going on? Do you think the college football is going to get canceled?
Well, they're already canceling a lot of the preseason games, and they're just about to open up training camp. So I think that's going to get canceled, and I don't think we're going to see a good college season this year.
Don't say that, man. Don't say that.
I'm hoping that
Please
it doesn't,
don't say that.
but I mean the way it's looking. I mean, that's Georgia alone's the one that's spiking really bad. I don't know about like the rest of the states.
Dude, I'm sure we'll be fine.
I hope
Honestly,
so.
I'm sure it's gonna be fine. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, the head doctors. He's also like changed his opinion on this multiple times. So that's what I think.
I mean, you never know. I hope we see something good because I'm really interested in this new college season now that we got some new, uh, what's the word I'm looking for? Pickups, I guess you could say.
Yeah, recruits,
Yep.
transfers. Who? So, in your opinion, who do you think is going to be in your Final Four?
Final
College football playoff.
Four. Uh, you already know Alabama's gonna get there. You already know Clemson's gonna get there. The last two, it's tough. Ohio did really good last year, got right there to it, and just they had some hiccups. I think they'll bounce back this year and get back up there. As for my last team, I don't know. I'm a big Bulldog fan. I'm in high hopes. I don't know who the new quarterback starting this year is going to be for them, who's going to help them get there. But I'm between LSU again or UGA. That's because usually every year it seems like it's the same four teams going.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't think. I think it's going to be Ohio State just because they have some talent coming back. They lost to Kuda and Young, which is big, but I mean, dude, they recruit like crazy. They'll be just fine, And then you got Clemson, just because they don't play anybody in the ACC, and they have to play a perfect game every week because they'll lose. Like if they lose one game, they're gone. That's it. Third, I don't think Alabama's gonna make it.
You know?
No, I don't because they lost some talent. They lost. I mean, yeah, they have Dylan Moses coming back, but they lost most of their receiver core except Devontae Smith. Two is gone. Their offensive line, most of it's gone. But I just think. I mean, Mac Jones, he's not gonna.
His brother backed out too. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he transferred, I think, to Maryland. So I just don't think they're gonna be that. I mean, they're still gonna be good, but I just don't think they're gonna win the SEC. I mean, I think they'll win the West, but it's gonna be between them, Texas A&M. They're not gonna make the playoff, but they're gonna make a run for the SEC West. Because Jimbo has been. I mean, hard for me to say this because I'm a Florida State fan, but Jimbo's been recruiting great, and sooner or later, all those top 5 classes are going to start. He's getting his teams in. It's his type of offense. But yeah, I say Florida's going to be good this year. Like, they're not going to beat Georgia. No. Kirby has so much more talent than Dan Mullen on his team. Because Dan Mullen's a good coach and developer, but he can't recruit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, you can develop all the players you want to an extent. Then you can't get – then, you can only do so much talent. God gives a person so much talent. I mean, if he doesn't have as much, Georgia's pulling 5 stars out of a hat like it's nothing. They got
RBU baby.
yeah, 5-star U. There you go. And then you got So I think Georgia's going to be in it. Clemson, Ohio State. For my final team, it's Oregon.
The Ducks.
The Ducks.
That's
You know why?
That's a fat statement.
I mean, dude, they came close last year, except they lost to Arizona State. They beat Utah, who was 5th in the country. What Oregon finished, like 5th?
Yeah, they had to play Georgia in the what was it? I forget the bowl. It was
They didn't play Georgia. They played Wisconsin.
Oh yeah. I forgot. Georgia
played
played Baylor. I'm stupid. I'm letting my mind slip up.
No, you're good. They played Oregon played Wisconsin, and they shut down Jonathan Taylor. They have this one kid, Kayvon Thibodeau. Just remember that name. He was the number 1 recruit, I think, in 2019 from California. He signed with Oregon. That kid is going to be a star. They have some top tackle, too. They lost Justin Herbert, which is a big loss. So I don't know who their backup's gonna be. But I tell you what, man, they play Ohio State week 2 in Autzen if the season doesn't get canceled. Okay? If they get past that game and if they win, I mean, dude, they're legit. They're going to be a preseason top 10 team. So,
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it though, besides the players and the coaches, it's the mindsets that also help with it. Like, how do I explain it? Let me take this off. Nick Saban,
yeah.
that's a genius. That man's going to
Yeah.
go down as a Hall of Fame coach.
Oh,
Probably-
he's already there.
Probably top 5, maybe even number 1. Who knows? It depends. But like, if the season doesn't go on, let's say the season cancels, that man's got a chance to bounce back Alabama, pull new recruits. Now, the thing is, let's say high school gets canceled too. Let's say there's no sports. Then what do? You're going to have to go off of what, a 2-year-old tape of someone playing, and you don't even know if they can hold on to that.
There's no 7-on-7 anymore.
You
It all
can't
got
even
canceled.
you can't even figure out if they can hold on to that effort that they put in because they've been trapped at home. They don't really get out. They can't really get out a lot because of quarantine. Maybe some states, maybe some. And
Southern states, not the northern states.
yeah, and they can't get out and improve their talent, which means that they're going to be possibly like a backup, and they might not even be able to get to a D1. They might move to a
JUCO.
D2.
JUCO's not a bad place to go, man. I mean, JUCO, some good players that come out of junior college. Aaron Rodgers.
I mean,
That's a whole different story, though. But, I mean, he went there.
yeah, but like for Saban, my point across is that man's smart. Now he might have taken some losses. Nobody's gonna be a flawless. Trevor Lawrence took his first loss in the national championship, and everyone thought he was gonna go undefeated. I mean,
Dude, that LSU team, that was one of the most dominant teams ever.
yeah,
They lost, I think at most they're going to win 10 games. They
Yeah.
lost way too much talent.
they lost.
They lost Burrow.
quarterback.
They lost their wide receivers except Chase. They lost most of their defense. They lost their running back. And they lost Joe Brady, who's now the offensive coordinator for the Carolina Panthers. That's all you need to know.
Man, that's
You go from a passing assistant at LSU to the new offensive coordinator in the NFL. That means you're doing something pretty good.
I mean, before I didn't even know who Joe Brady was until like the championship game. I kept thinking, because I've always heard comparisons of Joe Burrow being compared to Tom Brady, so I kept thinking that was a nickname the whole time, was that they were calling him Joe Brady because he plays like he's Tom Brady.
Really?
That's what I kept thinking, because everyone
Dude,
compares
that's hilarious.
Joe Burrow to Tom Brady. How coincidental is it that there's a Joe Burrow and a Joe Brady, and Joe Burrow gets compared to Tom Brady?
That's really funny.
That's why I kept thinking it was a nickname. I didn't know who Joe Brady was till after. And then when I seen that man, how smart that man was,
He's a genius.
it blew me away. That man was perfect. Now
He's a stud.
I don't know how this season's going to go for the NCAA, but I still feel like Nick Saban's going to find a way to try to bounce back and get back up there and try to get that national championship. But my heart's always going to be with UGA. I'm always a Bulldog.
I mean, Todd Monken, he's going to be one of the best hires because when he was with the Bucks, they averaged like 500 yards total offense. Georgia didn't have an offense last year. They had a defense. Defense can only take you so far.
Yes.
If you can't score, you're not going to win a lot of games.
And then when they had to play LSU, it seemed like the defense fell apart, and that was
Like I said,
heartbreaking.
that team, you couldn't.
It's untouchable.
That was the greatest football team of all time, or at least one of them.
Untouchable, and it's like either you get a team from last year to win double undefeated, which would have made them probably the greatest team ever, or you're getting a team who's following the team they're playing in an undefeated season, which making them a top-ranked GOAT team. They're goated.
Yeah. So why do you have your Final Four picks the way they are?
Well,
Like elaborate on that a little bit.
so my first one, of course, is Clemson, because they they lost their wide receiver core. They lost some of them. Doesn't mean they ain't gonna find a way to get more.
Wide receiver, you.
They got a mindset set for winning. and that's all they know is winning. They took one loss. That doesn't mean that's going to be their. That doesn't mean it's going to be their last, but that doesn't mean that it's going to be their. How does I explain it? Something.
Defy him.
Yeah, like they know how to win. They took a loss. They bounce back from it. They complete the season, and they know not to take a loss again, especially with a gen quarterback like that. Now for Georgia, they lost their arm. I don't know who's going to follow up behind Jake Fromm.
Jamie Newman.
You think so? I mean,
that Daniels kid from USC, he's not. I mean, I'd be shocked if he gets a transfer exception. I mean, he might because he blew his knee out week 1 last year. I mean, he should be a freshman right now. He skipped his senior year of high school to go to college.
Now, what let me down was like I kept hearing rumors that Fields was going to come back since Fromm was gone. I kept hearing rumors a lot.
Where'd you hear that from?
That was heavy. That was heavy for a minute. That was all I kept reading about. Whenever Justin, like,
where
it was a Twitter trend. It was a thread. So I mean, you can't go off of that. But like, you get some hopes.
Yeah, you get hopes. I mean, why would you want to leave Ohio State?
You
know what I mean? Ohio State, really, they say like Michigan. I mean, come on. Michigan's only beaten them, I think, once since like 2001 or 2.
Man. But like. For Georgia, I feel like if they can just get, cause running back, that's your running back.
Yeah, they got the running backs.
They got the running backs down. The wide receivers,
they're getting better.
They're building up.
They got some good recruits for wide receiver.
And for like their defense and their offense,
they're fine.
Their defense is really good. That was a top defense last year, except for the end. The offense this year, I'm hoping they recruit to get some better O-line. It seems like that's what they're doing, is focusing a lot on that. And then. I mean, Kirby's smart.
He can coach.
It's in his name. The man's smart. The man can think.
Yeah.
He literally learned under Nick Saban.
Yeah.
That's like you learn under someone that's that top heavy, you're going to pick up some stuff. Now for LSU, why I thought they were going to go is...
That's a bold pick, man.
Well...
That's a bold pick.
I mean...
They lost a lot of talent, man.
It's like I've been saying, though. It's head coach is most of the work, and it's the team that puts the effort into work. It's the team that puts into work. And so long as they keep focus and keep on the grind, I think they can make it. I mean, at that point, though, saying that, any team can make it as long as you focus on hard work.
I mean, who would have thought Baylor would have almost made it? Utah. I mean, there was some preseason hype about Utah. But like I said, I got Clemson. Well, I never named my SEC team. I think UGA is going to make it just because I think Alabama, they're on the decline this year. Auburn's going to lose to someone who they shouldn't lose to. A&M could be a threat. I don't know. I mean, Jimbo Fisher, he can coach and he can recruit. It's just see if his offense can finally, adjust to, modern times. But I think Georgia, Clemson, Ohio State, because if Ohio State gets past Penn State, I mean, they play Penn State in State College, which would be I would love to go to one of those.
You actually just reminded me of this. I don't know how, but just like it clicked. If LSU don't make it, then my backup team, the Sooners.
Really?
I think the Sooners is going to try to get back up there after losing.
Try to win their first playoff game?
I mean, I think they could do it. I think they can really get up there.
What about their defense?
It's hard to say. I mean,
got a little better, but I mean,
the most excited game, because when I started getting into football, like one of my first games I ever watched, and I think it's a top 10 game of all time for college, is the Rose Bowl UGA Oklahoma game.
Yeah.
That was a monster game, and that's actually
the game was unbelievable.
I don't know if this year it starts. It might be next year. I don't know with everything going, but I know they planned 3 UGA Oklahoma games. One in 20, I think it's 2020 or 2021. Another one in 2.
It's not this year. It'd probably be next year then.
Yeah, I think it's next year, and then 1 in 3. It's gonna be here. I think it's here, there, and then back here again, or it's there, here, and then back there again. It's one or the other.
It's probably here. It's probably in Athens, Norman, then some neutral site. Maybe it makes sense.
But those are going to be some heavy, hard-hitting games. I'm excited for that, and I think that if LSU don't make it, then it's going to be Oklahoma's taking someone's spot. They're going to knock somebody out and take that spot, and they're gonna hold it high. They're going to hold it
They got to
high.
run the table though. So you got OU, Ohio State, Georgia, and Clemson
And
for the Final Four.
Ohio and Alabama, that's a hard pick for me. I know Clemson. Well, no, I take that back.
You're picking 3 SEC teams to make the football.
I take that
playoff?
back. Because now I'm thinking about it. I didn't realize I picked three of the same division.
Yeah, that would have been pretty bold.
No, I think Ohio, Clemson, Georgia, and I'm going to have to give it to Oklahoma. If Alabama can't pull it together, then I'm giving it to Oklahoma.
I don't think Alabama's going to have one of their better teams this year, just because they lost a lot of talent. But that being said, like whenever you think they're going down, but they'll be back. But yeah, I say Oregon because they got the talent. Cristobal's recruiting them like crazy. Ohio State, just because no one ever challenges in Big Ten. That Ohio State-Oregon game is going to be a stacked game, week 2. Georgia, it's because their offense is going to be a lot better. And then Clemson, just because who do they have to play? And this is coming from a Florida State fan. No one.
I mean, I don't know, but that all depends on if we even get to play this year. But I think I'm gonna leave it off on that note.
Yeah, man.
So I think it's probably best to wrap it up. But man, it was good speaking with you. Hopefully, if we get to do something like this again.
Oh yeah.
Man.
You too, Ron. I mean, because you're actually like one of the few people that actually knows what they're talking about according to like college football.
Yeah, and I've only been studying this since like Tom Brady was on the cover of Madden.
There you go. Yeah, a couple years ago.
And that's how long I've been. That's how long I've been watching football. And
fun sport to watch.
But anyways, I guess that's all the time we got. So.
All right. I'll talk to you later, Ron.
See you, man.